Alright guys, I am excited to share 8 native Texas plants with you. Native is important because really they're easier, they're well adapted to our environment. They often take less resources because they are so well adapted, so that's less water and fertilizer, and they're just better for our local wildlife. The vast majority of the footage that you'll see today was taken at the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center, which is a botanical garden in Austin, Texas. They have an excellent website full of all the events and happenings at their Wildflower Center, but also they've got a great plant database resource. So as you're incorporating native plants into your landscape, check it out, it's so helpful. All right, let's get into it. First up is the purple coneflower. These flowers are a perennial herb and they can get up to about 4 feet in height with those flower spikes. They take sun to part shade and they flower spring through the fall. The winecup flower, also known as the purple poppy mallow, is a perennial herb that gets about 1 foot in height and about 3 feet in spread. It takes sun to part shade, and it can flower most of the year in some of the warmer zones. Red yucca is a perennial cactus or succulent that can reach about 5 feet when it flowers. It flowers spring through summer, and the base of it remains evergreen, the leaves of it. This is a very drought-tolerant plant, and because of that, you'll often see this used in commercial landscaping because it requires minimal maintenance. Mistflower is a perennial herb that reaches about 2 feet in height. It takes sun to part shade and flowers spring through fall, and it is a total butterfly magnet. Everywhere I saw mistflowers, I saw butterflies, and I plan on incorporating a butterfly garden pretty soon, and I'm going to try to use as many of these as I can. Firewheel, also known as Indian blanket, is an annual herb that gets about 2 feet in height. It'll take sun to part shade, and even though it's an annual, it might flower all year long in the right conditions. Skullcap, and specifically wrightii skullcap, is an evergreen shrub that stays under a foot. It takes sun to part shade and flowers spring through summer, very drought tolerant, and might be a great evergreen border option. If you found this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing. Please also consider liking and leaving a comment below. Your engagement really does help other viewers like you find this channel. Thanks. Prairie Vlogs is a perennial herb that gets about 2 feet in height. It'll take sun to part shade. It flowers spring through summer and is a very drought-tolerant option. Blackfoot Daisy is a perennial herb that reaches about 1 to 2 feet in height and spread. It'll take sun to part shade. It flowers spring through fall and is also very drought tolerant. I wanted to share that the Wildflower Center has a plant sale where they have a ton of native plants. Do check out their website for dates and times. Alright guys, I know that was pretty fast and furious, but hopefully you've got 8 new Texas native plants that you can incorporate in your landscape. Do yourself a favor and get out to the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center. You won't regret it. Y'all take care.